Welcome back to the channel The Coin Empire. Today we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and unbelievable coins ever discussed among collectors and treasure hunters, the legendary 1996 Jefferson Nickel, a simple 5-cent USA coin that some believe could reach an astonishing value of $94 million because of rare minting errors, hidden mistakes, unique production anomalies, and the incredible possibilities surrounding ultra-rare collectible coins that slip through the hands of ordinary people every single day without being noticed. Imagine reaching into your pocket and pulling out a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but hidden within its tiny details could be a combination of mint defects so rare that collectors around the world would fight endlessly to own it. The 1996 nickel was struck at the Denver Mint during a period when billions of coins were produced rapidly for circulation, and because production lines moved at incredible speeds, mistakes sometimes happened that created coins unlike any others ever made. These errors can transform a 5-cent piece into a treasure worth more than luxury mansions, private islands, or fleets of exotic cars. Coin experts have spent decades studying rare nickels because even the smallest error can create a dramatic increase in value, especially when multiple minting problems appear together on a single coin. The idea behind the rumored $94 million value comes from the possibility of a one-of-a-kind combination error involving strike anomalies, double dies, off-center production, experimental metal composition, and extreme rarity that may have escaped into circulation unnoticed. Some collectors believe there are still undiscovered examples hidden inside old jars, forgotten piggy banks, coin rolls from banks, or inherited collections passed down through generations. The Jefferson Nickel series has always fascinated collectors because the design appears simple but contains countless tiny details where errors can occur. On the front of the 1996 nickel appears Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse features Monticello, his famous Virginia home, yet every line, letter, number, and surface texture represents a potential location for a mint mistake. One of the most famous possibilities for the 1996 nickel is the double die error, where the design appears duplicated because the die itself received multiple impressions at slightly different angles during production. If such doubling appears dramatically on the date, mint mark, or inscriptions, collectors become extremely interested. Strong doubling visible without magnification can make even a modern nickel worth thousands or millions depending on uniqueness and condition. Some researchers speculate that an undiscovered 1996 double die may exist with extreme visibility never before documented publicly, and if authenticated, it could become one of the most famous nickels in history. Another possibility involves off-center strikes, where the blank coin planchet was not aligned properly when struck by the dies. A severe off-center strike with a visible date and mint mark can command enormous prices because it demonstrates a dramatic minting accident. Imagine a 1996 nickel struck 40 or 50% off-center while still retaining clear identification. Such a coin would immediately attract worldwide attention among error specialists. Then there are broad strike errors, where the retaining collar fails and the coin spreads outward under immense pressure, creating a distorted oversized appearance. If a rare 1996 nickel combined a broad strike with additional defects such as doubling or wrong metal composition, collectors could consider it priceless due to its uniqueness. Metal composition errors are another fascinating possibility. Standard 1996 nickels were composed primarily of copper and nickel, but rumors persist among collectors about transitional errors and experimental planchets accidentally entering production. If a 1996 nickel were somehow struck on the wrong metal blank intended for another denomination or experimental test piece, the coin's weight, color, and magnetic properties could differ from normal examples. Such mistakes are incredibly rare because mint quality control usually catches them before release. However, history proves that wrong planchet coins do occasionally escape into circulation. Imagine finding a 1996 nickel struck on a cent planchet, dime planchet, or even a foreign coin blank accidentally mixed into the production process. The rarity of such an event could push values into astonishing territory. Collectors also obsess over die cracks and die breaks, where the minting die begins to deteriorate after repeated use. These defects create raised lines, blobs, or unusual shapes on the coin surface. Some die breaks become so dramatic they create what collectors call cuds, where chunks of the die break away entirely, leaving large raised blank areas on the coin. A spectacular cut error on a 1996 D nickel could become famous overnight if the appearance were dramatic enough. Another mysterious possibility involves rotated dies. Normally, when a coin is flipped vertically, the opposite side appears upright. But if the dies rotate improperly during production, the reverse design may appear sideways or upside down relative to the front. Major rotations are highly collectible, especially when combined with other unusual characteristics. The Denver Mint produced enormous quantities of nickels in 1996, meaning countless opportunities existed for machinery malfunctions, human error, or unnoticed defects. Some collectors spend entire lives searching through rolls of nickels hoping to discover a once-in-a-lifetime rarity. Stories circulate constantly about ordinary people finding valuable error coins in pocket change, garage sales, flea markets, or inherited collections. The excitement comes from the fact that many people never inspect their coins carefully, allowing rare treasures to remain hidden for decades. Condition also plays a massive role in determining value. A perfectly preserved 1996 D nickel with full mint luster, sharp strike details, and no circulation wear could command significantly higher prices than a damaged example. Professional grading companies evaluate coins carefully under magnification, assigning numerical grades that dramatically influence collector demand. A top-grade mint state coin with a unique error can become the centerpiece of elite collections worldwide. Some rumors surrounding the 1996 D nickel suggest the existence of prototype strikes or test coins never intended for circulation. Though such stories remain unconfirmed, collectors love the mystery surrounding possible experimental pieces that escaped mint facilities accidentally. If such a coin surfaced with official authentication, its value could skyrocket beyond imagination because collectors place enormous premiums on coins with unique historical significance. Lamination errors are another fascinating area of interest. During production, impurities or defects within the metal strip can cause portions of the coin surface to peel or flake away. These strange-looking imperfections often create dramatic textures and shapes unlike normal circulation damage. A severe lamination error on a high-grade 1996 D nickel could generate major excitement at auction. Then there are clipped planchet errors, where the blank coin itself is improperly cut from the metal sheet, leaving curved or straight missing sections. These mistakes happen before striking, meaning the finished coin appears incomplete yet officially minted. Rare clipped planchet nickels are highly collectible, especially if the error is dramatic and visually obvious. Some collectors dream of discovering a 1996 D nickel with multiple overlapping errors, perhaps a clipped planchet combined with a double die and wrong metal composition. Such a coin could indeed become nearly priceless because unique combinations create unmatched rarity. Auction history proves that collectors are willing to pay astonishing amounts for extraordinary mint errors. Although most nickels remain worth only face value, the few with exceptional characteristics can achieve prices beyond what ordinary people imagine possible. The psychology behind coin collecting adds even more mystery to the market. Collectors are driven by rarity, history, competition, and the thrill of ownership. When a coin becomes known as unique or nearly impossible to duplicate, wealthy buyers sometimes engage in bidding wars that push prices into unbelievable territory. The rumored $94 million value attached to the 1996 D nickel represents not just the metal itself, but the story, rarity, mystery, and collector obsession surrounding a potentially one-of-a-kind error coin. Some enthusiasts believe hidden treasures still circulate today because people overlook small details. Tiny doubling on letters, unusual coloration, strange shapes, or odd weights might indicate a valuable mint mistake hiding in plain sight. Experts recommend examining nickels carefully under good lighting using magnification tools to inspect every design detail. Many valuable discoveries have occurred because someone noticed something unusual others ignored. Even vending machine change has produced rare finds over the years. The Jefferson Nickel series has long been associated with famous errors and varieties, making every date and mint mark worth checking carefully. The 1996 D issue especially attracts attention because of persistent rumors, speculation, and collector fascination about undiscovered ultra-rare examples. Some theories even suggest that mint employees may have accidentally used damaged. Next, 1997 5-cent coin. Today we are exploring one of the most shocking and mysterious modern coin stories ever discussed among collectors, treasure hunters, and rare coin experts, the incredible 1997 Jefferson Nickel, a simple 5-cent USA coin that some collectors believe could reach an unbelievable value of $90 million because of rare minting errors, unusual mistakes, hidden production anomalies, and extraordinary possibilities that make this coin one of the most talked about modern nickels in the collecting world. At first glance, the 1997 nickel appears completely ordinary, just another coin that passed through vending machines, grocery stores, restaurants, parking meters, and millions of pockets across America, but hidden inside the smallest details of certain rare examples may be minting defects so unique and spectacular that collectors would pay fortunes to own one. The excitement surrounding rare error coins comes from the fact that the United States Mint produces billions of coins every year under intense pressure and high-speed production, and even with advanced quality control systems, mistakes can happen unexpectedly. Most errors are caught and destroyed before coins leave the mint, but sometimes a few escape into circulation, creating legendary rarities that become the center of collector fascination for decades. The 1997 Jefferson Nickel was struck at the Denver Mint during a time of massive coin production, meaning there were endless opportunities for mechanical malfunctions, die deterioration, alignment problems, wrong planchets, and other minting accidents that could create an ultra-rare collectible worth extraordinary amounts of money. Coin collectors have always loved Jefferson Nickels because they offer a fascinating combination of history, affordability, hidden varieties, and dramatic error possibilities. The front of the coin features Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers, while the reverse shows Monticello, his historic Virginia estate. Every tiny detail on the coin, including the date, mint mark, inscriptions, building steps, windows, lettering, and portrait lines, represents a possible location where minting errors can occur. One of the most famous and valuable types of errors collectors search for is the double die error. This happens when the coin die receives multiple impressions during the hubbing process at slightly different angles or positions, creating visible doubling on the final coin. On a rare 1997 nickel, this doubling might appear on the date, Jefferson's I, the word liberty, the motto "In God We Trust," or the Monticello design itself. Strong visible doubling immediately attracts attention from collectors because it creates a coin distinctly different from normal examples. Some experts speculate that undiscovered double die varieties may still exist in circulation because millions of people never closely inspect their pocket change. Imagine someone finding a sharply doubled 1997 nickel in an old coin jar, completely unaware they might be holding a fortune. Another fascinating possibility involves off-center strikes, one of the most visually dramatic mint errors. These occur when the blank planchet is improperly positioned between the dies during striking, causing part of the design to be missing while the remaining image appears shifted dramatically to one side. The more extreme the off-center strike while still showing the date and mint mark, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 1997 nickel struck 40 or 50% off-center with sharp details could become one of the most desirable modern era nickels known to collectors. Some rumors among coin enthusiasts suggest that a few extreme off-center 1997 nickels may have escaped the mint undetected, though no publicly confirmed example has reached the legendary $90 million level. Still, the mere possibility fuels endless excitement within the collecting community. Wrong planchet errors are another source of enormous value. Standard Jefferson nickels are struck on copper nickel planchets, but occasionally a blank intended for another denomination or foreign coin becomes mixed into production accidentally. A 1997 nickel struck on a cent planchet, dime planchet, or experimental metal blank could instantly become a world-famous rarity. Such mistakes are extraordinarily rare because mint systems are designed to prevent incorrect blanks from reaching production presses, yet history proves that some do escape into circulation. If a unique 1997 nickel were discovered struck on an unusual metal composition while also featuring additional errors such as doubling or off-center striking, collectors might consider the coin priceless due to its unmatched rarity. Some theories even suggest that experimental alloy testing during the late 1990s may have produced unusual transitional pieces accidentally released into circulation. Whether these rumors are true or not, collectors continue searching every year hoping to uncover the next legendary discovery. Die cracks and die breaks also fascinate error collectors because they reveal the immense pressure involved in coin production. Dies gradually weaken after striking countless coins, eventually developing cracks or losing chunks of metal entirely. These flaws create raised lines, blobs, or unusual shapes on the coin surface. In severe cases, large pieces of the die break away, producing dramatic raised blank areas known as cuts. A spectacular cut error on a high-grade 1997 D nickel would immediately attract serious collector attention because dramatic die failures are highly prized in the error coin market. Some collectors specifically search bank rolls looking for unusual die break patterns that may have gone unnoticed for years. Another possibility involves die clashes, where the front and back dies strike each other without a blank planchet between them. This accident transfers parts of the design from one die onto the opposite die, creating ghost-like images on future coins struck afterward. A 1997 D nickel displaying strong die clash marks in unusual areas could become highly collectible, especially if combined with other anomalies. Rotated die errors also generate excitement because they disrupt the normal orientation of the coin. Normally when a coin is flipped vertically the reverse design appears upright, but with rotated dies the reverse may appear sideways, tilted, or even upside down. Significant die rotations are rare and visually impressive. A 1997 D nickel with an extreme rotation combined with another minting error could command astonishing auction prices among dedicated collectors. Broad strike errors provide another fascinating possibility. These occur when the retaining collar that normally shapes the coin fails during striking, allowing the metal to spread outward under pressure. The result is an oversized distorted coin lacking its normal raised rim. Broad-struck nickels are instantly recognizable and highly collectible, particularly when preserved in pristine condition. Imagine a 1997 D nickel with a broad strike error, doubled lettering, and a wrong planchet all at once. Such a combination might truly justify enormous speculation about multi-million-dollar values because collectors prize uniqueness above all else. Lamination errors represent another mysterious category. During metal preparation, impurities or structural weaknesses in the planchet strip can cause portions of the coin surface to peel or flake away after striking. These defects often create unusual textures and dramatic appearances unlike ordinary damage. A severe lamination error on a mint-state 1997 D nickel could become famous among specialists if the flaw were especially striking or combined with additional mint mistakes. Clipped planchet errors are equally intriguing. Before striking, coin blanks are punched from large sheets of metal, and occasionally the cutting process overlaps improperly, leaving curved or straight missing sections on the blank. When struck, the finished coin appears incomplete yet officially minted. A dramatic clipped planchet 1997 D nickel with full details visible could become one of the most desirable modern era coins. Collectors also dream about discovering proof-like examples accidentally released into circulation. Proof coins are specially manufactured for collectors using polished dies and planchets, producing mirror-like surfaces and extraordinary detail. Although proof nickels are typically struck at San Francisco rather than Denver, rumors occasionally emerge about accidental proof die usage or hybrid strikes. If a 1997 D nickel displayed unusual proof-like characteristics while carrying confirmed mint errors, its value could rise dramatically due to extreme rarity and mystery. Another important factor affecting value is condition. Coin grading companies evaluate coins using detailed numerical scales based on preservation, luster, strike sharpness, and surface quality. A rare error coin in poor condition may still be valuable, but a perfectly preserved mint-state example can command exponentially higher prices. Collectors pay enormous premiums for coins graded at the highest levels because top-grade survivors are often incredibly scarce. A hypothetical 1997 D nickel with a unique error combination graded near perfection could indeed inspire intense bidding wars among wealthy collectors and investors. The psychology of coin collecting also plays a huge role in extraordinary prices. Rare coins are more than pieces of metal. They represent history, mystery, competition, prestige, and the thrill of owning something almost nobody else can possess. When collectors believe a coin is unique or nearly. Next, 1987 5-cent coin. Today we are uncovering the unbelievable mystery behind one of the most fascinating modern American coins ever discussed among collectors and treasure hunters, the legendary 1987 Jefferson Nickel, a simple 5-cent USA coin that some believe could reach an astonishing value of $86 million because of rare minting errors, hidden production mistakes, unusual strike anomalies, and extraordinary possibilities that make this coin one of the most exciting discoveries in the world of rare coin collecting. At first glance, the 1987 nickel looks completely ordinary, the kind of coin millions of people ignored every day while buying groceries, paying for fuel, or receiving change from vending machines, but hidden beneath its ordinary appearance may be rare characteristics so unique that wealthy collectors would pay unimaginable fortunes to own one. Coin collecting has always been driven by mystery, rarity, historical significance, and the excitement of discovering something others overlooked, and the 1987 Jefferson Nickel represents all of those possibilities in one small coin. During the 1980s, the United States Mint produced enormous numbers of coins at extremely high speeds to satisfy circulation demand, and whenever machines operate under such pressure, mistakes become possible. Most minting errors are caught before coins leave the mint, but a few manage to escape into circulation where they become hidden treasures waiting to be discovered decades later. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark on the 1987 nickel, was one of the busiest facilities in the country, meaning countless opportunities existed for die failures, planchet mistakes, striking abnormalities, and mechanical malfunctions capable of creating one-of-a-kind rarities. The Jefferson Nickel series has always fascinated collectors because even the tiniest variation in lettering, strike quality, or surface appearance can dramatically increase value. The front of the 1987 nickel features Thomas Jefferson while the reverse displays Monticello, his famous Virginia estate, and every single detail within those designs creates an opportunity for errors to appear. One of the most exciting possibilities connected to the 1987 nickel is the double die error, one of the most famous and valuable types of mint mistakes in coin collecting history. Double dies occur during the creation of the coin die itself when multiple impressions become slightly misaligned, causing visible doubling on the final struck coin. On a rare 1987 nickel, this doubling could appear on the date, Jefferson's profile, the word Liberty, the motto "In God We Trust," or the Monticello building. Strong visible doubling immediately attracts serious collector attention because it creates a coin visibly different from ordinary examples. Some specialists believe undiscovered double-die 1987 nickels may still exist hidden inside old jars, inherited collections, or bank rolls because most people never examine their change closely. Imagine someone casually finding a dramatically doubled nickel worth millions while cleaning out a drawer full of spare coins. Another major possibility involves off-center strike errors. These dramatic mint mistakes occur when the blank coin planchet is improperly positioned between the dies during striking, causing the design to appear shifted with part of the image missing entirely. The more dramatic the off-center strike while still showing the date and mint mark, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 1987 nickel struck 40 or 50% off-center with sharp visible details could instantly become one of the most famous Jefferson Nickel errors ever discovered. Collectors love these coins because they clearly demonstrate a major minting accident, transforming an ordinary 5-cent coin into a visually stunning rarity. Some rumors within the coin collecting community suggest that extreme off-center 1987 nickels may exist in private collections unknown to the public, fueling endless speculation about their true value. Wrong planchet errors are another source of enormous excitement and potentially massive value. Standard Jefferson nickels are struck on copper nickel planchets specifically prepared for 5-cent coins, but occasionally a blank intended for another denomination accidentally enters the production line. A 1987 nickel struck on a cent planchet, dime planchet, foreign coin blank, or experimental alloy could become one of the rarest modern coins ever found. Such mistakes are extremely rare because the mint uses strict quality control systems, but history proves that wrong planchet coins do escape into circulation from time to time. Imagine discovering a 1987 nickel that weighs incorrectly, has an unusual color, or displays strange magnetic properties because it was struck on the wrong metal blank. If combined with additional errors such as doubling or die cracks, collectors might consider such a coin practically priceless due to its uniqueness. Some theories even suggest that experimental alloy testing during the late 1980s may have accidentally produced unusual nickels never officially documented. Whether true or not, these possibilities keep collectors searching through old coins with excitement and hope. Die cracks and die breaks also play a major role in creating valuable error coins. Minting dies endure enormous pressure during production and eventually begin to crack or deteriorate. These flaws create raised lines, blobs, or unusual shapes on the coin surface. In severe cases, pieces of the die break away entirely, creating dramatic raised blank areas known as cuts. A spectacular cut error on a high-grade 1987 P nickel could command enormous interest from collectors because large die breaks are visually dramatic and highly collectible. Some error specialists spend years studying die crack patterns and searching for undocumented varieties hidden among ordinary circulation coins. Die clash errors provide another fascinating possibility. These occur when the front and back dies strike each other without a planchet between them, transferring portions of one design onto the opposite die. Coins struck afterward may display strange ghost-like outlines of the opposite side's design. A 1987 P nickel with strong visible die clash marks in unusual areas could become highly desirable, especially if combined with other rare characteristics. Rotated die errors also attract strong collector interest because they disrupt the normal orientation of the coin. Normally when a coin is flipped vertically the reverse design appears upright, but with rotated dies the reverse may appear sideways, tilted, or even upside down. Major rotations are rare and dramatic. A 1987 P nickel with an extreme rotation error combined with another mint mistake could become one of the most sought-after modern nickels ever offered at auction. Broad strike errors are equally fascinating. These occur when the collar that normally contains the coin during striking fails, allowing the metal to spread outward unnaturally. The result is an oversized distorted coin lacking its normal raised rim. Broad-struck nickels are instantly recognizable and very collectible, especially in high grades. Imagine a 1987 P nickel featuring a broad strike along with a wrong planchet or double die. Such a unique combination could indeed inspire rumors of multimillion-dollar values because collectors prize coins that are completely unique. Lamination errors add another layer of mystery to the 1987 P nickel story. During the metal preparation process, impurities or weaknesses can develop within the planchet material, causing layers of the coin surface to peel or flake away after striking. These defects often create unusual textures and dramatic appearances unlike ordinary circulation damage. A severe lamination error on a mint-state 1987 P nickel would certainly attract attention from error specialists, especially if the flaw created a spectacular visual effect. Clipped planchet errors are another possibility that excites collectors. Before striking, coin blanks are punched from large sheets of metal, and sometimes the cutting process overlaps improperly, leaving curved or straight missing sections. When these incomplete blanks are struck, the resulting coins appear oddly shaped yet remain official mint products. A dramatic clipped planchet 1987 P nickel with strong strike details could become highly valuable among collectors who specialize in unusual mint errors. Some enthusiasts even dream of discovering a coin with multiple overlapping errors such as a clipped planchet combined with die doubling and off-center striking. Such a coin would likely become world famous because of its extreme rarity. Another major factor influencing value is condition. Coin grading companies carefully evaluate preservation, strike sharpness, luster, and surface quality using detailed numerical grading systems. A rare error coin in worn condition can still be valuable, but a perfectly preserved mint state example may achieve dramatically higher prices. Collectors pay enormous premiums for coins graded at the highest levels because flawless survivors are incredibly scarce. A unique 1987 P error nickel preserved in near-perfect condition could trigger intense competition among wealthy buyers and elite collectors worldwide. The psychology behind coin collecting also helps explain why tiny coins can achieve unbelievable prices. Rare coins represent more than metal. They carry stories, historical significance, mystery, prestige, and the thrill of ownership. When collectors believe a coin is unique or nearly impossible. Last 2015 P5 coin. Today we are diving into one of the most unbelievable modern coin mysteries ever discussed by collectors and treasure hunters, the incredible 2015 P Jefferson Nickel, a simple 5-cent USA coin that some believe could be worth an astonishing $84 million because of its rare minting errors, hidden production mistakes, unusual strike characteristics, and extraordinary possibilities that make this coin one of the most fascinating modern rarities in the world of coin collecting. Most people would never look twice at a 2015 P nickel because it appears ordinary, common, and easy to overlook, but hidden within certain rare examples could be defects so unusual and unique that wealthy collectors would compete fiercely to own one. The excitement surrounding modern error coins comes from the reality that billions of coins are produced every year at extremely high speeds, and even with advanced technology and strict quality control, mistakes still happen. When those mistakes escape the mint and enter circulation unnoticed, they can become legendary treasures decades later. The 2015 P Jefferson Nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint during an era of massive production, meaning countless opportunities existed for die failures, striking problems, planchet mix-ups, mechanical malfunctions, and other rare minting anomalies capable of transforming a 5-cent coin into an object worth millions. The Jefferson Nickel series has always attracted collectors because the design appears simple while hiding endless opportunities for valuable varieties and errors. The front of the coin features Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse displays Monticello, his famous Virginia estate, and every line, letter, number, and detail creates the possibility for unusual mint mistakes to occur. One of the most exciting possibilities associated with the 2015 P nickel is the double die error, one of the most famous and valuable categories in numismatics. Double dies happen during die production when multiple impressions are slightly misaligned, causing visible doubling on the final struck coin. On a rare 2015 P nickel, this doubling could appear on the date, Jefferson's eye, the inscriptions, or the details of Monticello. Strong visible doubling is extremely desirable because it instantly separates a coin from ordinary circulation examples. Some collectors believe undiscovered double die varieties from 2015 may still exist hidden in pocket change, coin jars, or unopened bank rolls because most people never inspect modern nickels carefully. Imagine finding a dramatically doubled 2015 P nickel while counting spare change, completely unaware you could be holding a coin worth a fortune. Off-center strike errors represent another thrilling possibility. These errors occur when the blank planchet is improperly aligned during striking, causing part of the design to be missing while the remaining image appears shifted to one side. The more dramatic the off-center strike while still retaining the date and mint mark, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 2015 P nickel struck 40 or 50% off-center with sharp visible details could become one of the most famous modern nickel errors known to collectors. Such coins are visually stunning because they clearly reveal a major minting accident. Some enthusiasts speculate that rare off-center 2015 P nickels may already exist in private collections unnoticed by the wider coin community. Wrong planchet errors are among the rarest and most valuable mistakes possible. Standard Jefferson nickels are struck on copper nickel planchets, but occasionally blanks intended for other denominations or foreign coins accidentally enter production lines. A 2015 P nickel struck on a cent planchet, dime planchet, foreign blank, or experimental alloy could instantly become a world-famous rarity. These mistakes are extraordinarily uncommon because mint systems are designed to prevent incorrect blanks from reaching coin presses, yet history proves that some escape into circulation. If a 2015 P nickel displayed unusual weight, color, thickness, or magnetic properties due to an incorrect planchet, collectors would immediately become interested. Imagine such a coin also displaying die doubling or another dramatic error. The uniqueness of such a combination could indeed inspire rumors of values reaching tens of millions of dollars. Another fascinating possibility involves die cracks and die breaks. Minting dies experience enormous pressure during production and eventually begin to crack or deteriorate after striking large numbers of coins. These flaws create raised lines, blobs, or unusual shapes on the coin surface. In severe cases, chunks of the die break away entirely, creating large raised blank areas called cuts. A spectacular cut error on a high-grade 2015 P nickel would attract major attention because dramatic die failures are highly collectible among error specialists. Some collectors dedicate years to studying die states and searching for undocumented cracks or break patterns hidden among ordinary coins. Die clash errors are another source of excitement in the coin collecting world. These occur when the front and back dies strike each other without a planchet between them, transferring portions of each design onto the opposite die. Coins struck afterward may display ghost-like outlines or strange extra details in unusual places. A 2015 P nickel with strong die clash marks combined with other minting anomalies could become an elite rarity. Rotated die errors also fascinate collectors because they disrupt the normal orientation of the coin. Normally when a coin is flipped vertically the opposite side appears upright, but rotated die errors cause the reverse design to appear sideways, tilted, or upside down. Significant die rotations are rare and highly collectible, especially when paired with additional mistakes. A dramatically rotated 2015 P nickel with strong doubling or a wrong planchet could become one of the most talked about nickels ever discovered. Broad strike errors provide another dramatic possibility. These happen when the collar that normally holds the coin in place during striking fails, allowing the metal to spread outward unnaturally. The resulting coin appears oversized and distorted without its normal raised rim. Broad-struck nickels are visually impressive and highly collectible, especially when preserved in pristine condition. Imagine a 2015 P nickel struck on the wrong planchet while also broad-struck and doubled. Such a coin could easily become legendary because collectors value uniqueness above almost everything else. Lamination errors create another layer of mystery and excitement. During the manufacturing process, impurities or weaknesses in the metal strip can cause portions of the coin surface to peel or flake away after striking. These defects often create dramatic textures and unusual appearances unlike normal damage. A severe lamination error on a mint state 2015 P nickel would certainly attract attention, especially if combined with other minting anomalies. Clipped planchet errors are also highly collectible. Before striking, coin blanks are punched from large sheets of metal, and sometimes the cutting process overlaps incorrectly, leaving curved or straight missing sections on the blank. When struck, these incomplete blanks become oddly shaped official coins. A dramatic clipped planchet 2015 P nickel with visible date and mint mark could become one of the most desirable modern era nickels among collectors. Some enthusiasts even dream of finding a multiple error coin featuring a clipped planchet, double die, and off-center strike all on the same piece. Such combinations are so rare they become almost mythical within the hobby. Condition plays an enormous role in determining value. Coin grading companies carefully evaluate coins using numerical grading scales that measure luster, strike sharpness, preservation, and surface quality. A rare error coin in worn condition may still be valuable, but a nearly flawless mint state example can command exponentially higher prices. Collectors pay huge premiums for coins graded at the highest levels because perfect modern coins are surprisingly difficult to find. A unique 2015 P era nickel graded near perfection could inspire intense bidding wars among wealthy collectors, investors, and museums worldwide. The psychology of coin collecting also explains why tiny minting mistakes can create unbelievable prices. Rare coins represent history, mystery, prestige, competition, and the excitement of owning something nearly impossible to duplicate. When collectors believe a coin is unique or extremely limited, emotional demand can push values far beyond ordinary expectations. The idea of a 5-cent coin reaching $84 million may sound impossible to many people, but the collectibles market repeatedly proves that rarity and story can create astonishing value. Some of the world's most famous coins became legendary precisely because of minting errors nobody expected. That possibility keeps collectors searching endlessly through pocket change and bankrolls hoping for the discovery of a lifetime. Environmental toning adds another fascinating dimension to the hobby. Over time, coins may develop rainbow colors, golden hues, blue edges, or deep purple shades because of chemical reactions with air and storage materials. While toning alone rarely creates massive value, a beautifully toned 2015 P nickel with rare errors could become extraordinarily desirable due to its eye appeal.